let's go over some early symptoms of pregnancy. 1. When I was pregnant, 1 month in, I kept on saying, I remember it was around November, so it wasn't even a month yet. I kept on saying, I feel like hibernating, I feel like hibernating. When I was at work, I just kept telling people I feel like hibernating. That was one of the signs that I was pregnant. I was going through finals. I had so many plans for projects that I needed to complete. And I ended up just completely changing the plans because I was so tired. I had to just do whatever I had to do. I was gonna build a whole new project, and I was very ambitious for the finals. And when it came to it, I was like, not happening. Every single day when I would come home, I would just want to watch a show and cuddle up with a blanket, and I wanted that the whole day from I was at work and then in class, and then I didn't know what was going on at the time, but when I found out I was pregnant, it all made sense. So you would feel like sleeping. I called it hibernating. I just wanted to cuddle up in a blanket. Another early sign or symptom of pregnancy is bloating. So I was looking at myself when I was in the shower one day. I peeped over at the mirror, and I was looking down too, and I realized that my belly was bloating. So I thought nothing of it. I thought my period was coming soon, and I kept feeling my boobs and saying, my boobs are also tender, so my period must be coming soon. And I knew that it was late already. But I looked over at hubby because he was in the bathroom too, and I was like, I haven't had my period yet. And then I was like, do you think? And we were both like, nah. My lower belly was definitely pudgy and my boobs felt tender. So bloating. The third sign or symptom that I had in early stages of my pregnancy was an emotional change. Like I felt like I was under pressure, which was actually stress. So I was in the bathroom. This is another bathroom moment, and I just was sitting on the toilet, and I was about to go to class, and I really felt like it was that same hibernating feeling. I just broke down and just started crying, and then hubby came in and he was like, what's the matter? And I was like, I just feel like I'm under so much pressure. And it was that I felt like I needed to go to class, but my body was just like, you need to rest, you need to rest. And I felt like an emotional breakdown from that. So that was another sign that your girl was pregnant. Yeah, so I've already said this. The fourth sign was missing my period. So I was on my way. I was about to head out to class, and I was about to drive there, and I looked at my hubby and I said, can you take me over to my class? Like, I can't even drive. My head was hurting me so bad. So I asked him to drive me over to the hospital. I asked him to drive me to class, and then when we were on our way, I said, actually no, I feel horrible. I feel too bad to even go to class. I can't. So I said, please take me to the hospital. I think I need to go to the hospital. And when I was walking in the hospital, I was walking like I could barely even open my eyes. I was having such a bad migraine, so I was like crying. I just couldn't stop crying. It was hurting so bad, like the type of tears where it was like I'm in so much pain that like I'm not even like making any sound, but it was just coming out of my eyes. And so when they went in to check on my vitals, they asked me, have you had your period? And I was like, no. I'm still waiting on it actually. A little time went by and my headache was actually feeling better from just having magnesium. Basically the doctor came in and he told me that I was pregnant, And I looked over at hubby and I said, he's gonna be very happy about this. And hubby was sitting there on his laptop working. He was sitting there on his laptop working, and I think I said like, babe, come here. And then the doctor, I told him to tell my husband again, and then he's like, you're pregnant. So when the doctor told me, I was like, you're joking. I really thought he was joking. Like, I was seriously waiting for my period. Hubby was so happy and he hugged me, and it was something that he's been wanting, so I know that he was really grateful to hear that news and that he was at the hospital to find out. And when he went over back to his office, this is just extra information, he went back over to his work office and he told everybody, we're pregnant. So yeah, I got a really bad migraine. I was throwing up on the way to the hospital actually, so you might start throwing up. My thing was that I didn't know I was pregnant, so I wasn't like eating breakfast and like taking any vitamins or drinking a lot of water at the time. Like, I wasn't resting either much, and yeah, I was doing things that I just wouldn't do while being pregnant. So yeah, that was that. Headaches for sure, needing to drink a lot of water. But yeah, now I'm just going on and on. So I missed my period, and by the time I went over to the hospital, I was already about a month in pregnant, and I felt really out of shape. So I had the tender breast, I had the nausea, I had bloating, I threw up, I had a migraine, I felt stressed, I felt tired, and because of all of these things and not understanding what was going on, I felt emotional about it. I remember feeling so tired. And now I'm so happy that my baby is here. I'm gonna go check on her actually. She's been napping for a couple hours. So yeah, those are early signs of pregnancy. If you are pregnant, or if you think you are pregnant, I think that you should stop taking any medication as soon as possible, and of course talk to your doctor, go get a pregnancy test, and then confirm it with your doctor that you are pregnant. And don't freak out, like, it's okay, you're supposed to get pregnant at some point. Babies are a real blessing. A real blessing. Pure joy. Yes, like in the beginning, you're figuring everything out, and that's life. Like, what part of life is gonna be easy? It's the best challenge that you can have, because it teaches you about yourself, and it teaches you about personalities in a way that will help you in life. So don't freak out, everything will be okay. Just start drinking a lot of water, start taking prenatals as soon as possible, as soon as you find out, and eat healthy foods, eat proteins and greens, try fruits, and tell somebody that you trust, so that way you can start having support from early on. I definitely understand if you don't want to tell your work and if you're in school, your school, because I was at work and at school, and I didn't want to tell anyone until I started seeing like ultrasounds, and like I wanted to see her first, and it felt very personal to my hubby and I. So like even the day of the hospital, I had to text my manager and say like I wasn't gonna be able to come in, because I didn't even tell her like too much information. But I came back and I was just, even under like the way I was feeling and the medicine and the migraine and everything, I wanted to tell people so bad, but it was my personal story and I didn't want people talking about me around campus. So yeah, I called my dad. Yeah, I think I called him almost immediately, and I said, I have great news for you. I have news for you. And I told him that we're pregnant. and he said that's great news, and he was very excited. I got a good response from one and didn't get a good response from the other, but it doesn't matter because I felt very blessed. We felt very blessed, my husband and I, and we didn't know when it was gonna happen, and we didn't know how everything was gonna work out, but everything always works out. So be grateful, say your thanks every single day, and if it's not the perfect situation right now, your situation can change into a perfect situation. Be optimistic, be grateful, and be healthy. If you haven't seen my baby, she's in a lot of my other videos. So yeah, before I start just going on and on about it, I will end this video right here. Alright? Much love and take care. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!